this guy, kind of had feelings about Trayvon Martin. That he said Trayvon had the uniform that would, he got what he deserved for having a hoodie on at night. He's made some other controversial comments in the past, and like I said before, this is supposed to be a liberal writer, but yet he says some of the most offensive things, and he gets people very upset. Now, I understand why Washington Post keeps him, because you know what, he says things that gets people riled up, but at the same time, should he stop trying to say that he's a liberal writer? Because I think that he has conservative views. He's one of those liberals that, he says, I'm a liberal, but...
I don't even know why these people get the term conservative. They're just malicious.
Yeah, what is conservative? Because, I understand from the money aspect, but they take it beyond that when they say conservative. They say religiously conservative, but they're not really using religion. They're kind of... it's kind of a smoke shield to get their agenda put across. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, I mean...
But isn't it easy to kind of write about the situation when it's not your son? Because like you said, his son is black and white. So what if his son had a hoodie on? What if his son was walking down the street and was talked about because he is of mixed descent? You know what I mean? So I never understand when people comment on other things, that especially when they have a child as well.
Yeah, I mean, and Cohen, Cohen, doesn't.
No, Cohen's not the one with the mixed child.
He's not the one with the mixed child. He's just an opinion writer, and
so he's a jerk, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
He was talking about the mayor. Was it the mayor?
De Blasio, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about him and his mixed child and how his wife used to be a lesbian and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and then he said that he was trying to say that Tea Party conservatives want to puke because of this mixed family, because they reject it, and the big thing that the general media made about this week is that they've came out with polls saying that most white and black people are accepting of mixed race couples now. They're like, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's even an issue.
So for him to come out with this article talking about people wanting to puke when they see like mixed couples, is that coming from your opinion?
No, trust me. I'm white, so I've been around white people. There are still a lot of white people with that consent.
Yeah, he seems that he's not doing it from an angle he doesn't understand.
He's just trying to use other people to say malicious things that he really thinks himself.
That's what a lot of people are accusing him of doing in many of his articles over the years.
Well, in psychology, we call that projecting. Basically, you say, Anthony Cook, you're feeling this way, but the truth is, I really feel this way. I'm just trying to put it on you.
Oh, I use big words. No,
no. What are you saying? Whatever. No, I'm just saying it's an actual...
no, I know. I'm joking.
Whatever.
Like, no, I'm not going to say anything anymore.
Teardrop. This is the second time you made me cry today.
No, but yeah, that's exactly...
No, I'm saying that's a true condition where, like, I'm basically just putting a word to it. The condition that Jerk, okay? But no, it's when I feel something, I may not like blue, and I'd be like, dang, Anthony Cook, why don't you like blue, and force it on you.
Yes, and that's what Cohen's been doing with a lot of his articles. He's been doing a lot of projecting, the word of the day. Blue, do you approve of the word of the day?
I'll just be the jerk for the fun of it. No, I really like what Bree said, though.
No, yeah, I do too. I think it's it's just it's exactly what he's doing. That's what they're accusing him of, and I guess he's denying it.
I mean, why wouldn't you deny blatant racism? If you're writing an article like this, I mean, come on, man, that's you're saying you're a racist, regardless of how you put it. A mixed couple. Who cares?
I call him and But
I think the truth is that mixed kids are beautiful. He's probably jealous. He wants that. You know what I mean? Or he probably wants. Don't most men want a woman who used to sleep with other women? Okay, maybe not all women. I mean, maybe not all men.
That's a whole different topic, right
there. That's another show.
No, but I mean, like, he's probably jealous. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, but why? Not to cut you, Anthony.
No, go ahead.
Why does this man's personal life matter? who cares? Is it affecting him and his family? Is it
Honestly,
taking food off his
It gives him
plate?
a broader view of life.
Yeah,
Because he's with a mixed. And,
Yeah, I mean, if you date another race, you can't help but like learn things about that race, or learn
True.
about the perspectives of that race.
True.
If you're seriously dating them, not if you're trying something new for a week. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah. You get to know.
Well, hey, we're about to take a short commercial break, and we're going to come back with some blue true stories when we come back.
True stories.
The blue true stories.
857-366-5444. And the theme is good intentions, bad results. If you guys have any stories out there, 857-366-5444. Have you been in a situation where there were good intentions but bad results?
Take off. Look at me, mama. No hands. I like to drop it low when I dance. And then I go into a handstand. Make 'em turn it up, 'cause it's my jam. God almighty, damn if this ain't a party. Only dimes up in here. You ain't have to invite me. All my girls independent. If we got it, we spend it. What we want up in here, we just go and we get it. Yeah. We got sparkles on the bottles, spikes on the heels, standing on the couches like we at home for real. We only rock the dopest, then we Instagram the moment. Keep the camera focused. Pose. Me and all my girls caught up, a couple friends, get it poppin', then tomorrow do the same thing again like, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Me and all my girls caught up, a couple friends, get it poppin', then tomorrow do the same thing again like, it's the weekend. Look at me, mama. I'm in the club. I'm sipping bubbles. I'm turned up. I'm in the wrong place, trying to find love. But that's okay, 'cause I don't give a boy. I can't call it. You know that I be on it. Going into the morning. That's the purpose of ballin'. We so cool in our section that we dancing and texting. Flexing. Go ahead, hit the exit. Yeah. We got sparkles on the bottles, spikes on the heels, standing on the couches like we at home for real. We only rock the dopest, then we Instagram the moment. Keep the camera focused. Pose. Me and all my girls caught up, a couple friends, get it poppin', then tomorrow do the same thing again like, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Me and all my girls caught up, a couple friends, get it poppin', then tomorrow do the same thing again like,
What's up, people out there? This is the Minority Men Show once again.
what's up?
We're going to be talking
Hey, hey.
about good intentions and bad results. What are your good intentions, Bree? What was your good intention that ended up being a bad result?
I have a couple of stories which I think are kind of humorous, but they're really quick. So one is I just love to give compliments to people because I feel like we're in a world where people, don't even say hi. Anytime they do have words come out their mouth, they're always rude. So I love giving people compliments, and it's not just random things, but I'm really sincere. When I look at people, I give them compliments. So anyways, this is back in my college years. I was working at a Starbucks, and this woman and her friend walk into the store. They walk into the coffee shop, and one was thicker and one was very, very thin. So I looked, and, they both had finished working out at HealthWorks. And so to the thicker girl, I was like, oh my gosh, you're glowing. You look so beautiful. I was like, how many months are you? And her skinny friend looked at me and was like, "That is so rude of you. How could you do that?" And so I learned to never, even if someone looks really, really pregnant, my intention was to say that she was beautiful. She was beautiful and she was glowing and she looked great being a mom. But apparently she was just self-consciously round. That was it. So that was one of my stories. So again, my good intention was just to feed people compliments. And I thought it would deter me from giving people compliments, but I still do. I'm just more cautious.
I'm not pregnant. I have a stomach tumor.
And my second story was I'm really touched by the homeless population. So one time I saw this guy. He was panhandling outside of a Walgreens, and he was asking for money. And I typically don't carry that much cash on me. But all I had in my car was an Odwalla, which is like a natural juice, and some carrots. And so I went up to him. I was like, "I don't have any money, but do you want this carrots and juice?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Carrots and juice?" He was like, "What am I going to do with some carrots and juice?" And it was just, my intention was, there's so many people who pass by the homeless and just, ignore them. And my intention was to, give him something to eat. But now that one has affected me because now I'm nervous about giving homeless people the food that I have in my car. So those were my two.
That's funny, but I have one. I do have one that I remembered. I remember that one time there was this couple and they had a baby, toddler walking around, and I remember just simple compliment like, "Oh, you have a beautiful boy," and then and it was like the mother was like, she's a girl, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then the father, he was just like, "Yeah, it's all right, I get it." You know what I mean? It's like, I guess it wasn't the first time. He was more understanding, but the mother definitely wasn't happy with me, and I said, "Okay, from now on, I'll be like, oh, that baby." I try to keep it as general as possible, like, "Oh, the baby," like even if it's wearing pink, I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, beautiful, whatever," you know what I mean? So I don't try to like give it a sex.
Yeah, because one of the babies in my daughter's class, actually, she dresses like a boy, and she's only like 1. So she had on a plaid button-down shirt, some like jeans,
Timberland boots.
She looked like a boy, but I don't know. So
yeah.
What about you, Blue?
Well, I hate to break up the laughter.
He's about to get serious.
No. I did the laughter purposely because I knew yours was going to be deep.
Okay.
Yours was going to be deep.
All right, I got to talk about Ritalin. I promise I won't try to sound too homicidal when I talk about it.
You can laugh about that. No, just kidding.
I make jokes about it. I make jokes. I'm not sensitive. I was put on Ritalin as a child, with good intentions. It was going to... when I was a child, I was really bright, but I just wasn't good at school. Like, I could read, like, big textbooks when I was little. And, but I wasn't, like, made for school. But I just want to learn what I wanted to learn. I didn't want to do what they were doing in the class. And I was a strange kid, so I'd always get into fights. And I'd always win those fights, too. But, like, I'd always get into fights. And so, I started to resent school. I started to resent the teachers. And so I started giving the teachers attitude. So they decided to put me on Ritalin. My parents had good intentions, but, like, honestly, this is what happens when you don't listen to the situation. You just see it in your mind, but you don't actually see it. Because I was telling them every day, my hands are shaking, I can't eat, I can't sleep. And they would just take me back to the doctor. He would adjust the doses. I'd go home with the same problems. And when I go to see the doctor, like, he'd have me stand on one leg, and follow his nose with my finger back to his finger from my nose. And it's just like, if you're giving me a drug that you have to test to see if it's not screwing up my coordination, how safe can that drug be? I was put on at the age of 10. And so I did some research under the advice of Anthony Cook on the history of Ritalin. The actual drug name is methylphenidates. It goes
Methylphenidate?
Phenidate.
Oh, methylphenidate. Okay. Because those medical terms are just so complicated that I try to like get in my head. You know what I mean?
Yo, stop it.
Methylphenidate.
Yeah.